it's me, the N to the J to the B, and we up in Ankara once again. Once again, it's a sunny day in Southern California. It was 87 degrees here yesterday, and today, well, when I checked the weather, it was 59. Hey Google, what's the weather?
Currently in Burbank, it's 69 degrees and sunny.
69 degrees.
Today, it'll be mostly cloudy with a forecasted high of 77 and a low of 56.
Okay, it's gonna be 77 degrees. So, hopefully my arm won't catch on fire today while driving the car, because yesterday it was en fuego. Y'all see, I'm embracing my auntie-ness with my her. I'm trying to figure out a straight style that'll work for me and won't, you know, my hair, I get hot flashes, I got a lot of hair on my head, you know, and I'm trying to,
quarter of a mile, turn left on Southeast Oak Street.
okay, I'm trying to make it easy on myself, and the goal is to just let my hair grow, and it can't grow if I'm gonna be doing stuff to it that's gonna cause it to break off. So easy. I got my rollers. I'm gonna start using those.
Southeast Oak Street.
But today, what is under this car? A car. I need to just mind my own business, don't I? Today actually used my Tymo Airflow 2-in-1 the thing with the long name. Airflow 2-in-1 flat iron curler with the cool touch.
900 feet. Turn right on West Riverside Drive.
Turn right, okay. And I put some wax, and I can feel it hold it. And then I sprayed it, just light, with a light hold hairspray, while the curls were still in it before I combed through the curls. And then I finger combed through the curls, and then spritzed it again really lightly. I think that may work. And you know, I think about, all right, I want a sleek hair. You know, I like that you know what I'm talking about, boneless hair.
Use the second lane from the right to stay to the right to State Route 134 West.
Second lane from the right. Hold on, this is getting complicated. Second lane from the right. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the lanes. There's bicycle lane, and there's a lot happening in the street. So I'm headed to my voiceover job, and it really doesn't matter how I look, you know, but
the right to State Route 134 West.
I'm trying to look like the professional that I am. So we're gonna see. I thought about how, you know, in this quest for the sleek, you know, sleek hair look, and they keep rebranding, renaming old stuff. Silk press is it pressed hair, or is it flat iron? It seems to be a combo platter, or depending on who you go to, it might be one or the other. I don't want to do wet sets. I don't want my curls that tight, and I personally
2.1 miles. Stay to the left, US 101 North toward Ventura.
I think I would need to go to the salon and have that done. Wet sets do last. They last forever. But when I got them in my much younger years, the curls were so tight, and I just felt like Black Raggedy Ann. And I don't want to do that. But this is giving, like, you know, what, 90s body. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Y'all tell me if I look crazy. I went to a Dominican salon here. It's been a long time, probably over 15 years ago, and they did my hair something like that, like it had a lot of body, and I posted it on Facebook. I'm not nearly as active on Facebook now as I was then, and somebody told me, actually it was the person that I mentioned in my video yesterday that I used to work with. She told me that it aged me, and And she was right. She was right. It made me look like an auntie. I was an auntie, but you know, it made me look like the stereotype of an auntie, as we use the term in the black community. So I was like, yeah, you're right. And then I forget what I did with my hair after that. I think I went back curly again or something. But I'm an auntie, and I got gray hair now, silver. It really is silver. I'm not saying that to be, you know, it's not gray, it's silver. How far we can see you, it's gray. You know, no, it actually is. It's got like a metallic sheen to it, and that seems to be common on my mom's side of the family. Get the silver strands. My grandmother had them, my great-grandmother had them, and now I got them. It's the circle of life. We slowing down in traffic. Now, when I got in this car, the plan was to leave early. I left a little bit later than I intended, but still, I was going to leave like early. And I got in the car. I'm like, okay, I should get there with like
US 101 North
10-15 minutes to spare. And it was telling me that I was going to get there exactly on time, which stressed me out. And I'm like, how could this happen? Like, you know, I'm leaving earlier than Waze told me to leave. And so then I unplugged my phone from the whatever, Android Auto, that's what it's called. And I did Waze from my phone, and it turned out I had accidentally flipped the switch for avoid freeways. Well, I did. It wasn't an accident. I did it the other day when I didn't want it putting me on the freeway, and I forgot that I had done that. So it was just had me taking surface streets, and it was going to take me an hour and a half to get to Santa Monica, which is not unheard of, but this time of day it should not take me that long to get there. So now back to about a 45-minute drive, which, you know, they say it takes at least 45 minutes to get from anywhere to anywhere in LA, and that's usually true. It's usually true. So here we go. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? It's 11:42 a.m. and I'm in the swing of things. I'm in the swing of things. Do y'all like these car talks? I know sometimes I'm rambling, but hopefully there are some good nuggets in here too. I just like to share what I'm doing, what I'm learning, you know, how I'm feeling, because we all have the same emotional rainbow, you know. Some places we don't like to let ourselves go. Ooh, I don't like to feel that. I'm not gonna let myself go to yellow. Ooh, no. Somebody told me a few days ago.
Continue straight for 7 minutes to exit 18, Westover Dr.
Okay. That they don't like to get too high or too low. They like to stay even keel. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see that in your personality. I can see that. And it's not the first time I've heard that. And I get it. It's maintaining a certain control over your emotions. But by the same token, if you are trying to control your emotions in that way, are you being authentic about what you feel? Because life affects us. Other people affect us. Circumstances affect us. The day-to-day affects us if we are present. Now, it doesn't mean you fly off the handle because somebody made you mad. It doesn't mean that you go off and you marry the first person who is nice to you. You know, it like you do have to control your actions, but your feelings, I don't know. What do you think? I'm thinking manage your feelings. You know, acknowledge is probably a better word. Acknowledge your feelings. You know, my feelings are hurt. I'm sad. Acknowledge what it is. Some people don't want to admit that they're hurt or that they're sad because it feels and sounds like weakness to them, but it's not. It's not. You don't have to cover hurt or sadness up with anger. You don't. But there are times when you can genuinely be angry about something, and it's important to acknowledge, you know, I'm angry. I'm mad about this. You did XYZ, or I did XYZ, or XYZ happened, and I don't like this one bit, and I'm real salty about it today. Acknowledge that. Honor it. Honor yourself for what you feel. Don't gaslight yourself. There's enough gaslighting coming at us from outside sources that we don't need to do it to ourselves. Yeah, I feel this thing that I don't want to feel. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I'm working through it. This is me giving an example. This is me giving an example of my real life sometimes, and my real life often as of late. And I've told y'all, I've done videos where I'm like, look, it's gonna be okay. It will be okay. Better than okay even. But today, it ain't okay. And I think it's important to acknowledge that. I am listening to an audiobook called The Let Them Theory. It's by Mel Robbins. I really like Mel Robbins. I like her podcast, and I've read a couple of her other books, and I like the way she presents things. The Let Them Theory, in a nutshell, is let people do what they want to do. Let them. If it's not affecting you personally, not I feel some type of way about the fact that, you know, he's wearing that suit. You know, that ain't none of your business. We cause ourselves distress by getting in other folks' business. And I have been guilty of that big time. It's a hard habit to break. I learned it early because it's one of those things that comes with the territory of being the eldest daughter. Okay, it's one of those things. Not saying other people aren't this way, but I'm pretty sure that's how I came to be this way, is looking out for everybody else. And that's just the way it is. Like, if you are the eldest, you got all these little sisters and brothers, and, you know, whoever you are responsible for watching and making sure they don't jump off the couch and break their necks, or whatever it is, or you know you gonna get in trouble. You learn to become hyper vigilant. It's like, okay, it's for y'all, and everybody's doing something different. This one jumping in the bed, this one trying to jump out the window, this one is jumping on the couch, and this one trying to run out the front door. And it's sit down, get down, sit down, come back in here. You know, like, that's just how it is. And I kept that mindset and that behavior as I've gotten.
Half a mile. Use the right lane to exit right to exit 18, Sepulveda Boulevard.
Okay. As I've gotten older, and, you know, my sisters have aged into adulthood, I didn't let go of that mindset or that behavior, because I still want everybody to be okay. I don't want anybody to get hurt. And even though they're not jumping off the couch now, you know, there are certain other things
exit right to exit 18, Sepulveda Boulevard.
Where am I exiting? Okay, I know what they're doing. You know, sometimes I see them.
Use either lane to turn left on Sepulveda Boulevard.
And then do what? See, they tell me use either lane to turn left, and then they be like, get on the freeway again, and then I'll be in the wrong lane. So here,
Turn left on Sepulveda Boulevard.
speed up and figure this out. Yeah, you know, but sometimes if you see people that you care about, okay, we good. If you see people that you care about getting ready to fall into a ditch, like, hey, don't fall into that ditch. And they say, I got it. And I'm like, but, and they're like, I got it. I have a very, very difficult time not carrying that stress with me. Oh my goodness, you getting ready to da 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 da. Now it's affecting me. They said they got it. I gotta let them have it. I gotta let them have it. So the let them theory is like that. And it puts into very simple language something that my therapist taught me to do years ago. And it's really boundary setting. I'm going to recommend it to a friend of mine. We talked about boundaries yesterday for like 2 hours because there's some boundary setting that's necessary. Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't honk at me. I'm trying to be nice, folks. Honking at me and carrying on. I'm going to let this little old man. Okay. So, if somebody, an adult or somebody who is, you know, like somebody who can reasonably be expected to set their own parameters for themselves and their well-being. Okay, now we're not talking about little children. They don't know what's going to happen if they do, you know, put their hand in the garbage disposal or whatever it is. But people who are of sound mind and body and have the ability to reason, let them. Oh, you want to do that? I don't think that's a good idea.
Use the right lane to turn right on Ventura Boulevard.
You sure you want to do that? Okay. I will go on record with the people I care about, and I don't care. You can be mad at me. You are never gonna say you ain't tell me. You didn't. How come you didn't warn me? I didn't see blah blah blah. I'm gonna warn you. But unlike the me of yesteryear, you got it. You got it. You got it. I love you. And if this thing goes the way I think it's gonna go, I will be here for you. But I mean, it depends on my relationship with the person and what they did. Okay, I'm gonna be real, cause I'm gonna be real. Yeah. But more than likely, you know, one of my friends, I know them, and unless somebody come out a weird, you know, trick bag, and I'm like, yo, look, I told you, or you should have known not to do that thing, and now you have created this situation, and I can't rock with you no more. But that would be a rare occasion. I just have to put that disclaimer in, because if you say always or never, then something comes up that proves you to be a liar. So based on the people in my life, I don't see them doing anything.
In 700 feet, use the right lane to turn right to I-405.
That crazy. Yeah, I'll be here to help you pick up the pieces and put your life back together.
Right to I-405 South.
After you do this thing, because we all gotta live our lives, you know. We cannot just take somebody's word for what's going to happen, because people, including me, I'm people. What? Why is this thing beeping? I wasn't going fast. Goodness. Okay, you know what? There's a setting here. I think I'm gonna wait till I'm not driving anymore, because I think it notifies me way too early that it thinks I'm getting ready to run into something, and I wasn't nowhere near that car. Maybe I was going, you know, if I had kept at the speed I was going, I would have run into it, but my foot was on the brake, boo.
Estimated time in traffic, 19 minutes.
Oh.
Continue straight for 20 minutes to exit 53 I-10.
I'm looking at this map. There's a whole lot of red on this map. So it's probably an accident up ahead. This is LA. I'm gonna talk to you for a little bit more, and then I'm gonna listen to my audiobook some more. But we gotta let them. And people tell us things that they think will be right for us. I'm talking about people we care about, okay? Or I'm sorry, I'm talking about people who care about us. Sometimes we don't like what they're saying to us, and we really have to consider the intention, the emotion behind it. What are they doing? Are they trying to discourage us? For what? Is it coming from a good place? Because sometimes people can say, hey, I don't think you need to do that, and you really want to do it, and they really are firmly against you doing this thing. And hear them out. Listen to their perspective. And if you got it, tell them you got it. So we owe that same latitude to other people. And I have been guilty of not granting it easily. And if I've done that to you, I'm sorry. I am sorry. That's me taking my eyes off the road briefly to look at you and let you know I'm sorry. I didn't know any better. And sometimes, you know how sometimes when there's somebody you care about and you just see so clearly, or you feel so strongly that if you do this, you are making a huge mistake, and potentially one that I won't say you can't come back from, but you're gonna have a harder road than if you had not done this thing. But we all gotta live our life. We all gotta what's the saying? We gotta hoe our own road. Hoe our own road. That's what it is. We gotta hoe our own road. So, and not everybody who gives you advice that you don't want to hear is doing it intentionally, or they haters or whatever. Even folks, I mean, sometimes folks just don't know what they're talking about, but their hearts are in the right place. Sometimes folks, I see what's wrong. Sometimes we're not talking about haters, y'all. We're talking about people who really and genuinely care about us. I remember my great-grandmother. If my mother's watching this, she knows what I'm about to say. She said something to me one time, and I was like, yo, wait a minute, that wasn't no that wasn't no compliment. Like, what's happening? I had for my 8th grade graduation, either my 6th grade graduation or my 8th grade graduation. I think it was 8th grade. I got a feathered haircut. It was a big deal then, you know. And I don't think I had ever. It was my first haircut, and I went to Bo Ricks. Y'all remember Bo Ricks? It was like, I think Supercuts is now. I haven't been in a Supercuts, but I think they're probably on par. You go in there, you get a haircut for $8 by some white woman who's probably never done black hair before. So I went in there, Bo Ricks. I remember what music was playing. Prince's Raspberry Beret. I was so excited to get a big girl haircut, and that woman, as expected, not as I expected then, but now I'm like, well, yeah, of course she messed me up. She cut my hair, then she sprayed water on it. Cut my hair, blow dried it, and sprayed water, or did something, and it was terrible. And I was just looking at it like, I don't believe I cut all my hair off for this. Like, it was long on the back, but all this was cut off. What did I do? And I was just miserable. And you know, I was trying to think, okay, well, I know how to work a curling iron. When I get back to the house, I'll do what I can do with it. And my mother looked over at me and she saw how unhappy I was with it. And so she took me back and asked that it be fixed. And somebody fixed it. I was just kind of, I mean, I don't even remember that part other than going back, and it turned out okay at the end. I think I was having an out-of-body experience at that point where I was like, oh no, this is a disaster. Why am I telling you this story? Hold on, let me pause. Y'all, I'm sorry. I just gotta apologize. I don't know where I was going with that story. It was somewhere important, but I got lost. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy a little bit of this view. And then, because I got 12 more minutes in this traffic, and then I should be pretty close to where I am going. I'm going to do this voiceover job. My second since I've been back in LA. May they continue. And if I think of what I was trying to say, then I'll come back and say it. But other than that, I just gotta apologize to y'all. My brain is a sieve at the moment. It's holding a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to get to some other stuff that's important to me, but I got a lot of cleanup to do. I haven't been to my anyway, investment study session is what I was going to say, but like baby steps. Okay, enjoy the view. My arm is on fire. I gotta tint my windows. This is a pretty drive. The 405 is known for being like a parking lot at certain hours of the day. But when you're moving, what a beautiful drive it is. And it's not scary because there are guardrails. What I don't like is driving Malibu Canyon. I try to avoid it, and when I find myself over there, because there are no guardrails, like you're up high, and if somebody makes a wrong move or does something, then you in the canyon, and it just scares the heck out of me. But this drive, as long as traffic is moving, I like seeing the mountains and the sky. Another thing that's crazy though is because there's so much vegetation in this area, there have been a few times where there have been fires and you can see them at the top of the hills, and it feels like it feels apocalyptic. But that's not the case today, so let's enjoy the ride. I thought I was kind of cute before, but now I done had those headphones on in the booth. Now I'm back to looking like I don't love myself. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get this together. I'm gonna find me a cute, easy style that, in the right combination of products that won't irritate my scalp or damage my hair. How about that? Trial and error. Ooh, what is this? Where's that coming? Oh, why is it up there? I remembered what I was going to tell you. I was talking about how sometimes people who mean well say things in a way that suggests otherwise, and you really just have to consider the source. Is this person a hater, or have they traditionally had your best interests at heart and they just came out wrong, or they just, you know, I don't know. We're all fallible, so we all say some stuff every now and then. It happens. We do it. So after I got my hair done at Bo Rick's, it looked cute for a while, and then I decided to grow it out again because I could only wear it in that one style, and I like versatility. But it was short hair, it was long hair, and I couldn't do much with it, and it looked terrible if I didn't do something with it. So I decided to let it grow out. And then finally, when it got some length back, my great-grandmother, who I know beyond a shadow of a doubt loved me dearly, told me, "Oh, your hair is so pretty." Thank you. I grew it myself, you know, like I was proud of my from whence I had come to where I was. Then she followed up with, "Don't cut your hair no more. It's what makes you cute." My mom and I laugh about that till this day, and I had to be like 14 maybe, something like that, but to this day, don't cut your hair no more. It's what makes you cute. And I said, I'd be cute if I had no hair. No, you wouldn't either. So when I first shaved my head and I did look cute, I was like, ah. But I'm trying to grow it now. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm gonna get back to the valley before I end up in bad rush hour traffic. I need to put some gas in the car though. Ugh. And I'll talk to y'all later.